Hi friends, in this video we're going to learn how to make chai better than that of your local chaiwalla. I've made chai probably 1,000 times over the last few years in several hundred different ways. And I'm convinced that I've found the 5 things that really make a difference in getting that creamy, custardy, delicious, fragrant chai that we all love and crave. Let's get to making tea. I'm making about 2 cups of tea using 500 ml of semi-skimmed milk that is room temperature. I'm using 7 grams or about 2 teaspoons worth of tea, about 8 small cardamom pods, and 5 teaspoons or 20 grams of sugar. To start, avoid very wide pans and instead choose a taller pan that gets filled up 30 to 40% of the way when you have added the liquids for your tea. This will make sure you do not accidentally burn your milk when you pour it over a wide hot surface. Directly linked to the first point, keep the flame a medium low. Observe what happens when I put cold milk on a ripping hot wide frying pan. It burns almost immediately and releases a pungent smoke. It's good to start moving the milk around as soon as you put it in. That ensures that the milk will not overheat at the base and burn. Next, add cardamom or any other aromatics that you plan to introduce at this point early on in the process. You want to make sure the aromatics are incorporated thoroughly before the tea gets overcooked, which is a risk you run if you add your aromatics last. Next, add sugar promptly after you add the aromatics. Sugar stabilizes the acidity of the milk, which means there is less of a chance for the milk to break or curdle. Lastly, add the tea and start aerating the milk frequently with the ladle from this point onward. This way, the tea gets evenly cooked and the milk becomes frothy as well. I like to let the milk come up to boil 2 to 4 times before I take it off the heat. This typically depends on the color I want to achieve and the brand of tea I'm working with. And about 4 boils in, the tea is ready. It should be looking a beautiful golden brown by this point and smelling absolutely delicious. Lastly, strain the tea through a strainer and serve. Time to taste the chaiwalla tea and our tea one after the other and see if we manage to do better. That's pretty good. I'll give it an 8. Time to taste our tea. Oh wow, there is absolutely no comparison. It's way more fragrant. The taste is absolutely delicious. It's a bit milder than the one from chaiwalla. If you want it to be even sharper, you could probably add a bit more of the tea leaves. But I think overall a solid 9.5. I don't think you can go wrong with this method. If you want to make your tea making process even more fail-proof, experiment with adding a little bit of powdered milk or condensed milk in addition to the regular milk. These not only thicken your tea, giving you that extra creamy punch, but the emulsifiers in them reduce the chance that your milk will break and make your tea watery. A lot of times certain cafes will use these to enhance their tea and give their tea that extra little bit of oomph. Now if you want to learn how to make delicious eggs to go with that elaichi chai for a breakfast, check out the video to the right.